gender-based violence in its worst and most cruel form. And we remember Francisca, and we pray that she rests in peace. But this ribbon gate is also the site of activism. Every ribbon tied, and there are hundreds, if not thousands of ribbons, each ribbon representing a person, a family, a community, saying, not in my name, not in my community, not in my country. Each ribbon signifies a commitment to stand up, to protect, and for each one doing their very best to beat this scourge of gender-based violence and violence against women and children. The 16 days of activism of no violence against women and children is a time when we reflect as a society. And we have to do this because if our women and our children suffer, our society suffers. American cultural anthropologist Margaret Mead once said, "The solution to adult problems tomorrow depends how our children grow up today." We therefore as a society should be opposing the abuse of women and children all year round, every day, so that we can stop the abuse of women and children and take action today so that our children grow up well today. Across the world, between 40 and 70% of femicides, the murder of females, is committed by partners, whether ex or present partners. South Africa follows this trend, but what makes us unique is the rate at which women are murdered in South Africa. In Anthony Altbierke's book, A Country at War with Itself, he notes a global study on the murder of women. And he notes, and I quote, "South Africa has the highest per capita rate of intimate femicide that has ever been reported in any study anywhere in the world." The highest per capita rate of intimate femicide that has ever been reported in research anywhere in the world. The level of crime against women in South Africa is a national disgrace. We have the South African Domestic Violence Act of 1998, which has one of the broadest definitions of abuse. Domestic violence is defined as physical, sexual, emotional, financial, verbal, and psychological. It also includes harassment and stalking. We have very good legislation, we have good laws, and in many ways our laws are broader and more nuanced than other types of domestic violence legislation in the world. But 2 decades later, the practical inadequacies of the implementation of these laws need our full attention. At the same time, we have the Children's Act. And this piece of legislation governs laws caring and protecting our children. On paper, this law prevents the ill treatment of any child, the abandonment of children, and prevents exploitation of children. But as I said, very often the legislation might be good, but the implementation is poor. The safety of our most vulnerable groups in our country is not guaranteed. Melinda Gates said, "A woman with a voice is by definition a strong woman. But the search to find that voice can be remarkably difficult. So it is up to each and every one of us, every man, every woman, to respect women and to take every possible step to empower women emotionally, financially, and mentally so that we can find our voices and protect our bodies. We can and we must work together as citizens and society to prevent, to be aware, to take steps to protect ourselves and those around us. As a community, we must be vigilant and report and share information. And the criminal justice system must detect and prosecute harshly whenever it happens. And so I call on all reasonable and responsible people to join us today to, with this symbol, make a pledge to care and to act. Because it is only by acting with common purpose can we make a difference in the lives of women and children and start winning the battle against gender-based violence and violence against women and children. So not in my name, and as this lovely poster says, let love prevail.